the Oasis Amusement Park, and just curious about any updates. If you remember, it was May 2025. We got updates. We talked with developer Jeff Tegetthoff, the city of Osage Beach, and it looked like that the issuance of bond payments were set to move forward, and that paved the way for continued progress on the site. Well, May 2025, they listed that the Entertainment District project, Oasis at Lakeport, Hotel and Conference Center, Indoor Water Park, Parking Garage, had initially, I found this interesting looking back at an article from May of 25, that they initially had an amphitheater as part of their plans.
Interesting, okay.
And that cost had initially been projected for the overall development for $350 million, had increased to $450 million. So, I mean, that is roughly a 30% increase, which is drastic. And so in May, that was what their findings were. And so instead of the amphitheater, they announced they were going to have a 4,700 square foot Napoli Brothers, which is a St. Louis-based Italian restaurant, open on the grounds. And so it looked like they were making plans with partners. And so of course, Skyview Partners on the amusement park side said that their amusement park and 1,000 square foot parking garage will open the summer months next year, which is 2026, while the hotel, water park, and the rest of it would be first quarter of 2027. You'll remember back in 2021, this whole property was acquired by Big Thunder Marine.
Yeah.
And in 24, they really broke ground, right, and started to make progress. So I was pretty sure that when that news broke in May, that like, hey, we're going to start seeing stuff.
Yep.
But I get asked all the time anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, if I had $1 for every time somebody came up to me, messaged me, emailed me, and said, hey, what's going on with the Oasis Amusement Park, I would probably be retired at this rate.
Yeah.
People want to know, and so I thought it would be a great time to reach out and figure out, like, man, this 4 months, June, July, August, September, with all the time that was lost with weather and financial delays and things of that nature, that these would be prime months to be making progress should things be okay and finances be in order, right?
You'd
and
think.
so those 4 months, we've seen little to nothing. So I reached out to developer Jeff Tegetthoff, and I have a phone call scheduled with him today for 1 o'clock. So wish I could tell you more, but I'll be eager to talk with you guys on next week's Cup of Coffee.
Yeah.
And of course, with you having Mayor Michael Hermison on the Community Spotlight, I will look forward to seeing what they say, because we are seeing the delays. Not that these are super uncommon, but for people at Lake of the Ozarks, they've not really seen a development of this magnitude.
Yeah.
And so in these delays, people may not have as much patience as some would like, but I did want to find out and get an update, because it doesn't look like there's been hardly anything done,
No.
the last 3 or 4 months. And so something has to be going on, or slowing progress, I would say.
Yeah, you would think, and you still hope that they're still on track to, start getting things open in 2026 like the last reports were, but we don't see anything happening over there. We took the boat over there a week or two ago with some family and just drove in the cove and looked around. There was nothing going on. There was no building.
You love this time of year.
I do. I love this
because
time
you
of
can
year.
get out on the water and not have quite the bustle and activity.